Because your mind is on vacation and your mouth is working overtime.
Oh, I should be working. Jeez, Louise. Okay. So how is everybody? Hey. Yeah, I know. I'm all done babysitting. Yes, I am. And I got a cat up in here. Dingbat. So I'm trying something new here. Everybody doing okay? Is everybody doing okay? Because it's been kind of crazy. Kind of crazy here lately. Hang on, hang on. Technical difficulties. Talk amongst yourselves. Talk amongst yourselves. Okay, there. I had to get rid of sound on my phone. It's a surprise. It's a surprise. Okay. Alrighty. You saw your nieces yesterday, still buzzing. I gifted 5 memberships. Did people get them? I can't see that. Am I still muted? Am I still muted? Hello? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay. Lindsay Lee, hi, sweetheart. Yes. Smash Hammer Bang Smoke like button. Yes. Ryan Bremer, hi. My day's been going pretty good. My all kinds of updates. Okay. It's been almost 2 months since I've done anything here other than show up at an occasional chat and post some community posts. And that was because the beginning of September I started feeling sick. And I was started feeling like super sick. And I spent like 2 weeks in bed with flu-like symptoms. Turns out I had West Nile virus. Yes, West Nile virus. And that really sucked. It's from mosquito bites, so I wasn't like, contagious or anything. But kicked my butt. I had it for like 6 weeks. It was horrible. So yes, and my girls started calling me Cleopatra because I was Queen of West Nile. And Twist, hi sweetheart. Oh, hey baby, God, it's so good to see you guys. Kate the Great, Mystery. Hi, Mystery. Can one of the mods grab Mystery's link and drop it for me, please? PJ, you know I love you, girl. I love you. Oh, oops. Kicking YouTube. The damn update. Oh, okay. Clive. Hi, OG London girl. Clive is my high horse, in case you were wondering, because yes, I am a member of the HOA. It's really you? Okay, baby. Okay, hey. Um, oh, good. All right. Yeah, so Clive is the name of my horse. Nunya's horse is Clyde, and Jones's horse is Clementine. I believe Amac's horse is Cleo, which, by the way, Amac is going live later on. Yo, yo, yo. Anyway, so stupid YouTube, still doing this stuff. Thank you, Steph B. Appreciate it, baby. Still doing this stuff where, like, I don't know. I'm still getting unsubscribed from people I like. The donkeys on antidepressants. Boo, HOA. It's better than being dead on arrival, I suppose. But God, I'm all over the place. Bear with me just a sec. Just a sec. I had to sneeze. Can I turn off subs only so CJ can comment? Yeah, yeah. Give me a second. Let me. This isn't a fast process, but yeah, I'll definitely turn that off. I just, and we don't really have bots anymore. But anyway, so YouTube unsubscribes me from people that I like, and then excuse me. There we go. Can't walk and chew at the same time. And then it subscribes me to people I've never heard of. And then I get gifted memberships to these people I've never heard of. So I'm like, oh my God, how is this happening? Okay, can't walk and chew gum at the same time. Da-da-da-da. Okay, there. Anyone can comment. Let me save it. Boop. Okay. Okay, CJ. It should be okay now. You can comment, honey. You haven't got an actual donkey yet, you little silly person. Nicole B, hi, sweetheart. I hope you're feeling good. Ah, Zero Jewels, hi. No, baby, you are a lifesaver. You and them hedgehogs, you have no idea. No idea what a lifesaver you are with those little blighters. Sorry, I was checking something. Oh, there we go. Okay. Your attention span can't last 5 minutes. Got it. All righty. So, yeah, I'm nervous. You'd think that this was my first live stream. Anyway, so things have been kind of crazy, crazy, crazy around everywhere, really. Um, so Iran finally struck, and Israel's going to strike back. So moving along. Oh, okay. Here's another thing. In case you saw my community post, I had asked for prayers for my daughter-in-law. She's 42, and she has a family history of heart disease. And last week, she had a massive heart attack, like a widowmaker is what they would call it if it was a man. And fortunately, my son took her to the ER, and then they put her in ICU. They did a bunch of procedures. They flew her to Dallas, put her in a helicopter, flew her to Dallas, and then they did a bunch of procedures there. She was in ICU, literally strapped to a bed with a machine that helped her heart beat. Why I'm mentioning this? I mean, she's home now, thank the Lord, and everything seems to be doing okay. But here's the thing, and this is kind of like a caveat for women because, we all, hey, Ert, how are you, baby? Um, for women, because we all know that heart attack symptoms in women are different than they are in men. But remember, I told you I had West Nile virus, right? I was having a fever, I was throwing up, I was nauseated, body aches, all the flu-like things. Nothing with my lungs, though. So anyway, um, one night she started feeling sick to her stomach and started throwing up, and her back started to hurt. I mean, it hurt a lot. And then she had chest pain. But the chest pain is kind of, I guess, normal for her because she has tachycardia. So she was more concerned about the dehydration and the vomiting and all that kind of thing. Y'all, those were her heart attack symptoms for 12 hours. She was having a heart attack. 12 hours. So, ladies, when it comes to things like your heart health and the monthly checkups on the lady bits and the yearly checkup on the other lady bits, take those things seriously, please. Yep, just by being sick. Exactly, Josh B. Just by being sick. And that it's so scary. And right now, even though she's home, the damage to her heart is so severe. Hey, Brigitte. Hi. I don't know why I highlighted Nightbot. Hey, Brigitte. Hi. Yeah. So it's left anterior descending artery, known in the medical field as LAD. Oh, yeah. So she's home, and Modern society, these kids these days with all their technology, right? Yeah, the medical field, pretty, pretty amazing. She's actually wearing something they call a life vest, and it kind of looks like a life vest. And she's literally 24/7, except when she showers, hooked up to monitoring systems, heart rate, all that stuff. Here's the thing. If her heart rate drops too low, the thing gives an alert. And if she doesn't stop the alert, then the box thing basically gives the defibrillation warning of clear. It says, bystanders, please stand back. And then it will literally defibrillate her if she's, unconscious or asleep or whatnot. So, oh, you finally got an iPhone. Oh, I know, right? I'm totally here for the emojis. Oh, God, Steph B, thank you. Thank you, honey. I appreciate it. Oh, welcome all the new members. I gifted memberships. I didn't see who got them though. Mm. So, Steph B, this is you, baby.
You so totally rock, Squirt! So give me some fin. Noggin. Dude.
Dude. So, let me see if I can find a YouTube thingy. No, that's not it. There it is. There it is. Oh, thank you, Shauna. You'll be praying for her. God, I'm all confuddled here. I'm all confuddled. It didn't work. None of the gifted ones came through. Well, that kind of sucks. Let me see. You don't have your gifted membership queue turned on? No, I do. Because it says now I have 5 memberships left to gift this month. Gift 5 now. Let's see if this works. I don't know. Maybe my channel is so stale, YouTube doesn't recognize me. I don't know. I'm going to have to complain. Anyway, so yeah. So please, 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 of all things, your take your health seriously. Okay. None are being assigned. I know. I don't know. I'm gonna have to talk to the manager at YouTube. Put on my Karen hat. How can you tell if it's a heart attack or anxiety? And that's a good question, Sunday, because um see, like I said, she has tachycardia and she has panic attacks. And so I guess there's a little bit of different feeling, but with this, she just thought she was sick, like food poisoning or something. Hey, Roro. Hi, baby. Yeah, 15 gifted and none assigned. Holy cow. Yay, Nicole B. Go ahead, you. Yes, keep it going. Keep it going. Yes. I have been weaning off cigarettes for a month or so now, and Halloween is my quit date. Hooray! Ah, stronger woman than you. Yes. Okay. So on the thumbnail, it says insurance companies basically are just there to F you. And I'm speaking from experience because I was a licensed personal lines insurance claims adjuster. And I did litigation for them as well. So I know all the way up to where your lawyer files a lawsuit against the insurance company. That's my schmeal, okay? And so I've been hearing stories in the wake of the hurricanes, how people are turning to FEMA, and because um, a homeowner's policy, all right, doesn't carry flood on it. Doesn't carry flood. Literal flood insurance comes from FEMA. And just FYI, that FEMA insurance typically for the house structure itself is $100,000 max. $100,000 worth of damage to your house. If your house is picked up and swept downstream, you're kind of screwed, at least from the FEMA side of it. The homeowners maybe might kind of help you. I don't know. Sometimes they do, but check this out. Now I want to run this for you so you can see something that I'm talking about here. Doo-ba-doo-ba-doo. Go big. Let me get rid of me. How much percentage would they pay of the 100 if the entire home is lost? Yeah, see, Josh, that's the tricky bit right there, is because, all right, if your home is a total loss, FEMA would probably pay out the $100,000. Typically, during a flood, you're going to have damage to drywall from, 5 to 8 feet up the walls. You're going to have damage to drywall and the insulation and to the carpeting and your furniture, which is a separate thing on the insurance. So, but your pipes and your toilet and all that stuff is still should be good. If your home gets flooded, all that should still be good. Yeah, and here's the thing, how can most people rebuild? That's the bad part. So let me run through this with you real quick because this is kind of shocking.
And the contractors have all said it'll take 9 months to a year. This house could have been rebuilt if they would have accepted my claim.
But that claim was denied, and that woman's house is in Las Vegas, and it burned to the ground, and she lost everything inside. But there is more to that story.
And the woman got in touch with the 87 investigators because her insurance company, they won't give her a dime.
Our Kyle Payne met with the distraught homeowner and joins us now with an update. Kyle.
Denise, David, this started off as another story of someone who felt scammed by a solar company. But when we dug into it, the homeowner told us about her year-long fight with a major insurance company after her house burned down. Solar was the least of her problems. And you want to move into your house again?
You got that one right. I love my house, and I updated it, and it was really, really nice. And you can see the backyard was nice.
Even the backyard was nice at Judy Johnson's single-family home alongside the I-15 near Oakey and MLK until July 2023, when after living there just a few years...
What happened was the fire department said it appears that the fire started at the meter for the solar and went up the walls to the roof, and 70% of the house interior is gone.
Gone, but not forgotten. Not considering the war the 82-year-old Johnson is waging against her homeowner's insurance company, Liberty Mutual. At first, Johnson thought she had a problem with her solar system because you can see the black char all over the back wall of the house. But it didn't take long for her to realize her battle was with Liberty Mutual, who sent an inspector to try and determine the cause of the fire.
And he looked around in this area right here. He said, I found a cigarette butt. And he said, this is what caused the fire. I said, the fire started there, and a cigarette butt doesn't stay lit, and it's not going to get on top of the roof.
Right.
So.
Okay. Can you hear me? Yeah, she's 82. I know, right? She'd be looking good out there in Vegas. But anyway, so here's the thing so far. She has a fire in her house. 70% of it is lost. Liberty Mutual, her home insurance company, sends out their claims adjuster, like me, right? Sends out their claims adjuster, and he looks at it and says, "Oh, I see a cigarette butt out here. That's probably what caused the fire." All right, here's the deal. And I know because I've been there. When you're being trained to handle insurance claims, number one, you have to study and pass a state license. And I was licensed in 48 states. And the company has to train you. And fortunately for me, I worked for big companies, like huge, not Liberty Mutual, boo, Liberty Mutual, but I worked for really big companies. And so they actually flew us out of state. Well, I had to drive. They flew other people, but I had to drive out of state to the big corporate building where, they put us up in a hotel and we had training for a week where we would, in my case, we learned about interrogations, investigation. We learned about car accidents and biomechanics of injuries in cars. And with homeowners, they take you there and they train you about how to determine the cause of a fire, the beginning of a fire. Because if you do anything intentionally, whether it's to your car or to your home, then they're not going to pay. And this is what I'm getting at. Claims examiners are trained to spot fraud. That's the whole thing. Because if insurance companies, which pay out billions of dollars every year in fraud, if we can catch the fraud and not pay it out, then that actually saves money for the other policyholders. The other people with Liberty Mutual save money because they're not pouring money out in fraud. So the guy they sent out there probably had a week or two, course somewhere. My company actually had what they call burn rooms, and it was kind of like a house, but it was open. The inside looked like a house, but there were no outside walls. And so what they would do is they actually had their trainer was an ex-fire chief and a fire investigator. So what they would do is they would go in there and they would intentionally start fires in the room to show burn patterns. So they might start it in an electric socket, or they might drizzle gasoline on the carpet and start it that way so you can watch the burn trail. Okay, fill you in right quick on that. And here we go again.
Oh, I really have a problem with your analysis.
That analysis, though, was just the beginning of Johnson's problems with Liberty Mutual.
This is something that's definitely covered under every homeowner's policy, and definitely by the language of this policy.
Neil May is a public insurance adjuster, a third party who took on Johnson's case.
She definitely needs an advocate.
And began advocating for her when Liberty Mutual denied her claim. They won't pay to clean it up, won't pay to clean it out, won't pay to replace anything she lost inside, and won't pay to rebuild it, and won't change their mind.
The just resolution would be that they would cover this loss and that they would rebuild it to pre-loss condition.
But resolution is nowhere in sight, says the public adjuster, Johnson's advocate.
There should be an initial offer by the insurance company, usually within 30 days of the loss.
It has not been a good year.
And Johnson herself went from fighting people who work for Liberty Mutual to a legal battle, as Liberty Mutual hired an attorney to investigate Johnson's claim, and things got a lot worse.
Hey, remember I just told you that I did litigation? This is what I would do. I would be on the claim side. Somebody would decide that we needed to hire an attorney. We'd send it to our special investigations unit, which is kind of like CSI for insurance companies. And then they would look into everything and they would go out to the site and have a look-see at it. And if they thought it was still kind of iffy, then what they would do, remember, when you watch trials and criminal things, true crime, that the suspect gets sat down and they get interviewed, or interrogated by law enforcement. The insurance company version of that is called an evidence under oath. So you get a licensed court reporter to come out. They're literally sworn in, and usually the attorney, sometimes the special investigator, poses questions to the subscriber. And now that they've sworn under oath, it's something that can hold up in court. So here we go.
Actually calling it fraud.
Insurance fraud.
Yep.
Lying about the claim.
Correct.
But May and Johnson say it's not correct and that it's not right the way the lawyer representing Liberty Mutual treated their customer.
I think she's being even more belligerent towards our client.
Is she getting nasty?
Definitely so.
In this examination under oath obtained by the 8 News Now investigators, Johnson, admitting she, quote, made a mistake filling out insurance paperwork. In this example, the age and value of a refrigerator she says was lost in the fire. The lawyer saying, quote, that's a lie. Johnson saying, quote, I did the best I could. The lawyer telling Johnson, quote, that's not doing the best you can. And a few pages later, warning Johnson her misrepresentation was, quote, potentially a felony. And
Okay, and here's another part. Hey, generally, Jenny. I'm sorry, sweetheart. Got denied for a surgery in Michigan because Ohio doesn't cover that particular surgery. Thing is, I'm in Michigan, not Ohio. Yeah, that's like, who knows? Who knows? My daughter-in-law that was here in Lubbock, she was getting the care. The cardiologist here said she needs to go to a specialized hospital, which is in Dallas. It's about 300 miles away from here. And so when they called, they were going to send her to one hospital. And the hospital's like, yeah, cool. And of course, they have to get their money first, right? So the hospital calls the insurance, and then the hospital calls back and says she can't come here because she doesn't have the right insurance, even though this hospital was, quote, in network. It was in network. You have no idea how old your appliances are. Okay, no, thanks for reminding me. Squirrel. So this thing, they're saying, that she didn't know how old her refrigerator was or even what color it was, that kind of thing. I'm going to go through something at the end of this, and I'll actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I should probably print up something and I'll post a link on my community page or on the description of this so that you can actually document exactly what's in your house, because honestly, you're going to get a hassle. So here we go. Alrighty. Now the attorney is doing this evidence under oath, this EUO, with the 82-year-old lady, and has threatened her that this is a potential felony. Basically, she's saying you're lying to us, and that's insurance fraud. Hang on.
that's just the conversation about the fridge.
Because this 82-year-old woman could not remember the color of her refrigerator, and she has a few, and where she bought it years ago, they're actually calling it fraud.
But the fridge fraud fiasco seems minor compared to the main reason Liberty Mutual canceled Judy Johnson's homeowner's policy. As the attorney puts it, in that examination of Johnson under oath, she was, quote, found to have been operating a business out of the property. Johnson says she appealed. Question. And then the decision on the appeal was they still felt that a business was being operated out of your home, correct? Answer. Correct. Question. And 2 weeks later, the house catches fire? Answer. Correct. And the lawyer says, okay. You don't think there's anything wrong with that? But the insurance company thought you were running a business out of here.
That's correct.
Which you weren't.
No. And I don't see how it could have been very profitable. We have no skills. We have no abilities. I don't know one bike from another.
But Johnson does.
Okay, here's the loophole with that. All right. As a claims examiner, I'm looking at this, and what I'm seeing is that she might not, even though she's the homeowner, she's the policyholder, she might not know anything about bikes, but her son was evidently repairing motorcycles, looks like their shed or garage or something, was repairing motorcycles, maybe like a side hustle. I don't know. That's information that you really need to dig into. But so insurance is going to say, well, it might not be you, lady, but it's in your house. It's a resident that you have to take account for because anybody under your roof needs to be basically, it's called declared. You need to name them on your insurance policy. But here we go.
No, she has a fight on her hands with that lawyer who referred us to Liberty Mutual, and with Liberty Mutual, who had no comment. Johnson says she hired a lawyer of her own to help her get her house back the way it was, which for Johnson would be a win.
The way that I look at it, I'm going to win.
One day. As it stands, Judy Johnson is still paying her mortgage, even though she can't live in that home. And ironically, that mortgage payment includes money for that very insurance policy at issue in this story, Denise.
So, Kyle, in this case, if the fire actually did start, let's say, by the solar panel, can she maybe sue the solar company?
Well, her lawyer is working on that angle as well. She inherited that solar system when she bought the house a few years ago, but now there are questions about whether it was ever even hooked up and whether that solar company shares any of the blame.
I have a feeling there's going to be a follow-up here.
Yeah, there's a follow-up there. So yes. Where did I go? There I am. Oh, hi, I'm back. Hey, JP. Hi. Okay, so I hope you guys got all that, right? And that's just a regular fire. That's just a house fire. So people that are going through hurricane damage and whatnot are living that insurance nightmare right now. Oh, and I should probably do another stream on this, but my very first live stream that Jim Terry bombed me and Sleuth Mom told me to show my tits. It actually talks about your car insurance and what the different coverages are. So I am going to be doing some shorts that'll hopefully help you figure out what kind of coverage you have. Because most people know they need car insurance, know they need house insurance because their mortgage company makes them. And if you don't pick one, then the mortgage company is going to give you one and it's going to be included in your mortgage payment. So the bad thing here with the 82-year-old Las Vegas lady is that she has no house to live in. It's been a year. She's still making her mortgage payments. And more than likely, because the mortgage company requires, it's an escrow account, right? They take out property taxes and your insurance and just roll it into your house payment. So she's probably still making all those payments. And since Liberty Mutual denied her claim, Liberty Mutual is not paying for her to live somewhere else. That's called additional living expenses. So if you can't live in your house for a covered loss, then the insurance company should put you up in a motel or rent you another apartment, depending on how long it's going to be until your house is available for you to move back in. Yes, poor girl. Someone decides to sell old purses, for example, on Facebook or something like that. No. Good question, though, Sunday Doodles. Typically, a business run out of your house is something where people would come over to your home and into the residence, into the dwelling, like a barber shop, like a daycare, something along that line. And insurance companies are weird about that because whenever anybody, including the mailman, steps foot on your property that's covered under your homeowner's insurance, there's liability that goes with that because your homeowner's insurance has a liability coverage on it. Usually 100,000, you could get it up to several million. But the thing is that if somebody comes over to your home and let's say they trip over the sprinkler head and knock their tooth out, your homeowner's insurance has that liability coverage and some medical payments on it to actually pay for that person's medical care, dental care, whatever. And usually the claims agent is going to put on something called um, a, okay, it's called specials. We know it as pain and suffering because there's general damages, which is the actual bill to the dentist. Then there's special damages, which are the money they give you on top of that. They often call it for future treatment. They don't call it pain and suffering, they say future treatment. And that's when they make you sign a release. So when you accept that settlement, it could be as simple as signing the check that they mail to you. Usually it's something that they're going to email to you or do a DocuSign where you have to sign it. And if you look at the wording, it says, I'm just going to use Liberty Mutual because we just looked at it. Liberty Mutual and John Q. Public, are making a settlement offer of $5,000 with Grandma Sherry for this incident, this injury. And then the bottom part of it says, and Grandma Sherry guarantees to forfeit all future claims. So if something happens that I was injured, I settle. And then later on, kind of like the 9/11 injuries, right? 9/11 injuries. Years later, turns out that I actually had some sort of massive brain hemorrhage and nobody knew anything about it. And then, it could actually be tied back to my accident on John Q. Public's property. But I signed that release. So it says that I forfeit any future claims and hold harmless the insurance company and the policyholder. Uh, No wonder your dog barks at the mailman. Yes, they're actually undercover insurance agents, and they're barking at the mailman to keep them off your property, keep them safe. Okay, here's the deal, JP. I agree with you, but no, I don't agree with you because insurance agents are people just like you and me. Like I was just doing my job. I was following orders, right? I was just following orders. The thing is that there's people at the high up of the food chain at the insurance companies that are really greedy because now insurance companies have to have a certain amount of money set aside and what they forecast that they might have to pay out for potential claims. So they actually look at, weather forecasts and predictions and all that kind of thing. And they have to realize that okay, this part of California that we insure is going to go up in flames, sometime next year, and we're estimating that X amount of people are going to have X amount of dollars that they're going to need. They do the same thing for Florida, for hurricane damage. They do the same thing for Louisiana for floods, and on and on and on. It even goes up into snowstorms and stuff like that. So they figure out how much money they're going to need, and they need to have that amount of money set aside, to pay out the potential claims. So if the claims are huge this year and they use more money in their set aside piggy bank, then what they have to do is bring that back onto you and me, and that's when our insurance rates go up. Because the insurance company that you're with, insured North Carolina and South Carolina, Georgia, and Florida, and they have massive claims that they're paying out for damages to the homes and autos there. The company that we're all with together, we share that load. So even though I'm in very little risk area of having a hurricane here in Texas, but I'm still bearing that burden. So all of our rates are going to go up because the insurance company had to pay out more. And of course, they want to keep a certain amount of their money in investments so that they're realizing some sort of a profit, an increase on it. And so if the stock market goes bad and that's affected, that makes our rates go up too. Yeah, not a home office. No, not a home office. Basically anything that would make somebody come into your house and trip and fall and hurt themselves, or if your dog bites them. OMG. Don't get me started on dog bites. Yeah, exactly. No, what I'm saying is that as a claims agent, we're trained to pay what we owe. That's what it's called. Pay what you owe. And, obviously we try to get that as low as possible in our payments, whether it's for doctors and pain and suffering, or whether it's for not original equipment manufactured parts for your car. If it's a refurbished thing, or if it's, off market parts or whatever, they're always going to try to save money for the insurance company, because in the background, we realize that the more money that we're spending out, that the more it's going to affect our policyholders. And nobody wants their rates to go up. See? So it's kind of an Ouroboros. It's like that snake eating its tail. Fault is also swallowed in court. So if I'm dumb enough to reach over a fence, that is my own risk, not the dog owner. Right. And that's another place where they get you. But anywho, wow, that took a lot longer. A lot longer. I was going to do some scary stories about chatbots, but you know what? I think I'm going to do that tomorrow. I think I'm going to do that tomorrow. But you know what I do want to do right quick is talk about the YouTube streets.
It's time to sigh and roll your eyes. Put on that plastic smile. It's time for weird shit that Bella talks about.
Okay. So, um, I I try not to be up in the drama, up in the drama. Hey, Nebulous. Oh, my sweetheart. Hi, baby. I love seeing you. Um, so, but evidently in the last couple days, Grandma Sherry shit is being brought up. Okay. And that was the stuff from last year. I will give you the Reader's Digest version, or the Cliff Notes, whatever you want to call it. Um, Last year, I had to move here to Texas. And that's because I had lost my job at the beginning of the year. And about 8 or 9 months in, I was not able to pay my rent, and I was going to be evicted, and I didn't have anywhere to move there. Of course, once I moved to Texas, I had a whole bunch of people going, "Oh my God, you could have stayed with me." Thanks, guys. But the thing was that I had put a video out on my Facebook saying, "Hey guys, I normally am the one to give everything and help everybody, but I need help now." And so I asked my friends and family if they could donate to, at that time it was a PayPal pool, I guess, or whatever. If they could just donate and help me move, because it was very expensive. Plus, I was moving into my son's house, and we were converting the garage from his house, because I had my two kitties and they had four dogs. And one of those dogs was a literal cat killer. So I needed a space where my cats wouldn't run out or the dog wouldn't run in, like, inside in a bedroom, so that there was a separation between them to keep my kitties safe. So this gets twisted. 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 All right. And so I'm accused of building a cat sanctuary, which, if you think of it literally, the garage is a sanctuary. It's a safe place for my cats. But it's not like, I was going all Tiger King and, building some ridiculous thing. I just needed somewhere because my kitties have been with me for years and years. I was going through a mental health crisis in 2023. I tried to kill myself, which is how I ended up being off work and losing my job and da da da. And so they're my emotional support people, and I couldn't move without them. So that's the backstory of that. So um some people that I desperately love here on YouTube are friends with me in real life on Facebook and found those things and said, Grandma Sherry, you mod for so many people and you just, so many people love you and they want to help you. And so it got onto the YouTube streets. And Queen Bee found out about it. And so she held like a fundraiser for me. Side note, so did Rabbit down the rabbit hole. Um, oh my God, there were 3 or 4 channels that actually like ran my pay link and talked about my fundraiser and whatnot. So it wasn't just the Hive, even though I appreciate them. It was a whole bunch of people, and it was a whole bunch of people on my Facebook too. Now I'm not. What I'm trying to do here is say, okay, that this is being brought up again. So when they're talking about the Grandma Sherry shit that happened, that's what's happening. So I was accused of um, because at that time Joneson was separating from the Hive, and I was kind of with both, because I loved everybody. So I was accused of playing both sides when I wasn't playing both sides because I don't have a side. I love everybody. And so all of that stuff has come back up. So I wanted to let you know I'm okay. I'm okay. I don't have any hard feelings towards anybody. I still don't have sides. I do have definite preferences of where I view and where I chat. And so I usually keep up with what's going on and whatnot through clip channels. So thank you, Unsupervised Maniacs and Chronicles of the Shady and Clipper and all the peoples. Uh, I need your stuff because otherwise I don't know what's going on. So yay. Alrighty. And then I wanted to talk about Injunction Junction, what's your function? Shutting up people for meanie poo words. Injunction Junction, what's your function? Shutting up people for meanie poo words. Okay. Yeah. Um, I think you guys know where I stand on this. You've been with me a minute? No, it's Injunction Junction. Um, I have always said, and I will always say, that other creators are not content. Other creators are not content. I don't believe that you should be, you know, tracking people and trying to call out all the misinformation and stuff because to my world, the truth always comes out, you know, and it doesn't matter if it comes out because there's still going to be people that believe the weirdness, like Lana with her Idaho 4 in the Mexican cartel and the tunnels and things like that. I just heard a creator last night was talking about Kylie Rodney and how, it's actually a fake body in the car that they found. And the body that they cremated is not Kylie because Kylie was sacrificed and sent, as trafficking. It, hello, hello. There's going to be people that believe that. Got me singing Schoolhouse Rock, huh? What do you think? Okay, excuse me. People remember the dumbest things, and everyone on YouTube posts their PayPal and whatnot. I don't because people use everything against. I'm sorry, people did. Oh yeah, thank you. No, that's fine. That's fine. I mean, you know, this is not my sole income because I am on Social Security retirement, but this is additional income for me. So my memberships and any kind of super chats or, people who want to cash at me or send it to PayPal, whatever, I am totally, totally thankful for that. But at the same time, I understand that this is really a tight, tight economy. I mean, a year and a half ago, a dozen eggs were 99 cents. Now they're close to $4. That's not 6% increase in inflation, guys. I'm not a math genius, but yeah, there's something hokey there. Yeah, people still talk about Kylie. Yes, we're all face palming to the point where we're going to have concussions. So let's stop. Okay, let's stop doing that. But okay, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. For those of you that don't understand, all right? Yeah, so the economy's tight and people, I mean, some people, have it to drop, $1,000 a day or, whatever. Woo, God bless them. You know, um, I'm looking at it because I'm on the other side of the fence. And I also know that as tight as it is for me, and I have to do without a bunch of stuff, there are people that have it off worse than I do, like those hurricane victims. Yeah, they still got streets blocked. They're still looking for people. It's been over 2 months. And if you're not donating to that, then, donate to, I don't know, the local animal shelters that are finding abandoned pets, whatever, do something locally since our government decides that it wants to send billions of dollars to Ukraine and billions of dollars to Israel. And who knows who else we can, Brazil, Venezuela, I don't know. We could probably throw our money everywhere, money that we don't have because when everybody was griping at Obama because we were $19 trillion in debt, we are now $37 trillion in debt. So where's that going? Mhm. It's going to other countries. It's going to wars. Oh, woosah. Dang. Hey, Rockabit. Hi, honey. Hi, baby. Um, but anyway, yeah. So the whole injunction thing, and nobody's been served, but we've all got GoFundMe's going to get our lawyers ready. And my the concept of that is I know one creator that's had two prior, and this isn't Queen Bee, okay, but a different creator that's had, to my understanding, okay, and I wasn't there for the history, so um, if I'm wrong, I will admit it and call myself an idiot. But I've heard that this other person raised two prior lawyer funds for litigation against other creators here twice, and but those litigations never happened. And we don't know that this litigation is going to happen. And the whole point that I'm looking at this saying this is not a free speech thing. To my way of thinking, this is not free speech. I don't know many people that are, you guys are not going to go into Dunkin' Donuts and start talking shit about people that you know or sort of kind of know that you see in Dunkin'. You would not do that to their face. You would not say these things. You would not call them a pedo or a drug addict, or you wouldn't call them, grifting or whatever the thing is. You would not do that to their face because you get throat punched and then you get assault charges. But when it comes to meanie poo words on the internet, then we have to go to the courts. We have to take up the court's time and we're going to file defamation and we're going to file countersuits against the defamation because you said meanie poo words to me too. Once again, in case you missed it, injunction, junction. What's your function? Shutting up people for meanie poo words. All right. So my whole thing is that when, like I said, if you find something egregious, like what the hooves on the ground did outside Quentin Simon's house 2 years ago, with the yelling and the bullhorns and the all of that, yuck. No, it's injunction. Yes, injunction, junction, not conjunction. It's injunction. Anyway, so what they did there, that's horrible. Just like the neighbors complained, the neighbors were on the news going, they suck. I can't get any sleep. It's freaking my kid out. The whole 9 yards. And the cops were called out there 50 times. Speak on that because that's wrong all day long. And I don't have a problem with people gathering together and saying, hey, this is a horrible person, or this is a horrible situation, or our city council sucks, or whatever. But the whole point is, our Constitution says that we have the right to peaceful gatherings to express our dissatisfaction. And the First Amendment does not apply to people. The First Amendment applies to the government. You can say I hate the government. I hate my school board, or I the law that they just passed about X, Y, and Z. They're going to be spending money on the roads instead of the schools, or whatever the thing is. We have the First Amendment to protect our right to write peaceful letters, to gather in peaceful protest, which means no destruction of property or damage or injury to persons. All right. We have a right to hold signs and say, you guys don't know what you're doing and you're ruining our society. We have a right to do that and not be arrested for that, for specifically speaking out. Now, it's getting to the point where if you're speaking things that are kind of against the popular narrative, then yeah, it's now considered hate speech, even though it's not hate speech, it's freedom of speech. Anyway, da da da. Da. Oh, thank you, Trevor Project. Love that. Um, anyway, so my whole thing was, when someone says, "Oh, we saw this coming," baby, we all saw this coming because for years people have threatened, if you don't stop talking about me, I'm going to sue you. And it's happened not just here, but my God, it's happening in the paranormal, community. It's happening in, oh God, what was I just watching the other day? It wasn't a political thing, but anyway, it definitely wasn't trauma, okay? But they were doing the same thing. Oh, Boo Boo is talking about me and da 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 da, and I'm going to sue him. So basically, when you have people rattling chains or rattling sabers like that for so long, ultimately somebody's going to do it. Bullhorn Betty filed against Queen Bee, right? And that just kind of opened Pandora's box. So my whole thing is if somebody is freaking out, if they're crying, if they're threatening to unalive themselves, if, there's things going on and you've been commenting on them or whatever forever, then, be quiet. Stop talking about them, especially if it's just personal attacks. If you're talking about them because they don't go along with your narrative or your way of thinking or your opinion, then how about shut up? It doesn't matter. People can have other opinions. We can't all agree that the world is round, or on the other side of that coin, we can't all agree that the world is flat. So you think we're gonna, just come together and kumbaya and braid each other's hair all day long? No. We're not. So, doom. That's it. So, yeah. Oh, hey, hey. Okay, check this out. I'm gonna do some cards here in a little bit, and just a reminder, just a reminder. I don't want to scare you guys, okay? Because I look pretty horrid. I look pretty horrid, okay? So I've got some affirmation cards. Let's do trade. Hi, that's me. This is the card cam. So I have these. Where do I go? There it is. Affirmators. These are the self-helpy cards without all the self-helpiness. Okay, that's the red deck. These are just positive affirmations. Affirmator. See, look, it's a bunny on a unicorn. And then these are fun. So they're all kind of funny, kind of snarky. It's they're oddly accurate. So we're gonna do that in just a second. So I want you to think, you like those cards? Yay! So we're gonna do that. And what is Jones to being logical and shit? You can pull your support from a creator and think the injunction is wrong. Yeah, exactly. Jones is coming in here being all logical and shit. You want the shark? We have a shark. Oh yes, we did. It's a narwhal. It's a narwhal. Trade. There. See? See his little. There it is. There it is. There it is. It's a narwhal. God, that's hard. This is kind of new for me. So hang on. I did want to warn you guys about something because I saw this locally. It was in my Nextdoor app, and this lady had posted that at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, with her front door open, somebody stole her car out of her driveway, and it had a remote start, those key fobs, and so she had posted that the Lubbock PD had told her um, that basically these little buddies here, you install something in your car, right? You install something in your car, and then on the phone or whatever, you can actually start it. These can be cloned, and what people are doing is they clone a certain frequency and then they drive up and down the streets beeping the thing to see which cars respond, and that's what they steal. So heads up, more stuff to be afraid of. Fear porn, fear porn. Oh, and just in case, you're having a big protest or something, or you're having some sort of rally or whatever, and I thought this would be great for Bullhorn Betty. Don't tell her. This is a literal site. This is called Crowds on Demand. It's your home for impactful advocacy campaigns, demonstrations, PR stunts, crowds for hire, and corporate events. Yes. Yes. So if I need, like 500 people to show up at my corporate event to make me look really cool, or if I'm having like a merch drop in Times Square and I want it to look like a bunch of my fans came out there, audience events and fan displays. You can call this. I wonder if resources, what if they have like, careers? Because, I wouldn't mind being paid to basically just show up somewhere and cheer or wave flags or whatever. Okay, we're back. Ow. Yep, you can buy a flipper on the internet. Don't tell the kids. Shh, no. Oh, but it's not working. Probably a fuse. I don't know. I don't know. You said snark, not shark, Grandma. Okay. That nebulous. Bring on the snark. Bring on the snark. We want snark. Okay. Yep. Yep. The old problem with garage door openers. Exactly. Oh, the old thumb in your ear and the pinky at your mouth going, call me, right? Call me. Alrighty. I was afraid to ask what nebulous meant. Okay. Ready. So I got, yeah, that didn't work. Did that work? You got all the things? Okay. Any color, card 8. Alrighty. So, twist, you wanted the shark. No, you wanted the snark. Okay. Nan Singayama Bagisi Baba. Siti Igunyama Nan Singayama Bagisi Baba. You want card number 8, right? Okay. Here we go. Let's put the card cam up here. Switch. Solo. Ta-da! Okay. There's 1, 2, pair, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I actually shuffled these while I was doing the Lion King chant. So, oh, this 3. Hi. There, I'll look down here because that looks weird. But it says magic. I believe in magic. I see evidence of it all the time. And though the tricks can probably be explained away by someone sensible and ordinary, I'd rather not ruin the fun. Other people can fill their days with mere coincidence. I'll fill mine with holy crap! That's unbelievable. Here's a bunny. Thank you, sweetheart. Get rid of that. Nebulous. Card number 33. Any pack. Okay. Let's see here. I am going to use, how about this one? Because, Nebulous, you are awesome. So I'm going to use this one. And they look like this. It's a white deck. So you want card number 33. Oh, these are stiff. Ow, ow, ow. Ow, ow, ow. Hit 'em. 2, 3, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33. What is it? Oh, it's an iceberg. Okay. Usually there is more beneath the surface. Take a moment to listen. If you're sailing, don't listen to this card and steer clear. We all know how things can go in that scenario. Ta-da! Yay, nebulous. Okay. Oh, hide that one. Miss Leah. Oh. Ooh. If you put a rabbit on your head when you are bald, you end. Oh, no. Oh, boo, dad jokes. I love that. I love that. You end up with a full head of hair. See what you did there. Anybody else? Anybody? Oh, yep. Any deck, any card? Okay. You heard them shuffling. You keep telling youngins it's not like on the Xbox or PlayStation, because in the real world you only get one life. That's so true. Oh, money potty on. Ah, snarky cards, snarky cards. Okay, good. Send 1111. Just pick one for you. Okay, babe. Okay. Andy Rose. Andy Rose. Andy Rose again. You know what? I don't know. Maybe I'm just a little jealous or something. But I was kind of hoping that Ask Me About My Butthole would be here because a whole bunch of other people, got to say hi. That's okay. That's okay. Card 11. Okay, we haven't done red yet. Let's do red. That's the one with the snark shark, the narwhal. Card 11. Non sinigo yamma bekite bamba. Oh. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. What's that? It looks like uh fox, a skunk. I don't know what that is. Let me see. Oh, okay. It's two animals. Looks like a little piggy and a skunk together. So it's called boundaries, Andy. Okay. I claim my right to set healthy boundaries and I allow others to do the same. Sometimes personal space is taken and sometimes it's given. And sometimes, if you're on the subway, it's completely disregarded and shamelessly invaded. I guess it depends on the day. See, look, they're on the subway. And even though there's room, they're shamelessly crowding each other. Did it do? Okay, just pick one. It's like, what the hell? Just pick one. Okay, we're gonna do this. Ah, ooh, oh, you got two. Twist, you got two. Double the pleasure, double the fun. Okay, so this one right here got a bunch of penguins, and they're all talking about snow. Evidently, it's called connection. I'm connected to the multitudes, and I can access their support at any time. Even if a stranger offers a sense of comfort when they smile at me or make a dumb comment about the weather, everyone is waiting to connect. All I need to do is open myself up and pay attention. Note to self, work on witty banter about weather related stuff. All right. And this one looks like they're wearing 3D glasses. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's called wonder. It's a wonderful thing to be in a state of wonder. And when I'm a good audience to my life becomes better and better theater. When something delightful happens, I can shout encore and be tickled when it happens again. When something maddening happens, I can laugh it off. Either way, I'm glad I got a ticket to the show. I'm glad you got a ticket to the show too, sweetheart. Boop doop boop. Oh, Butthole's here? No, no, no. Really? Oh, hey. Hi, ask me about my butthole. Hi, honey. I feel so special now. So proud of you, girl. Okay. All right, we go. We go. We go. Good cards. All right. Well, cool beans. We've been here longer than I anticipated, but like I said, I am no longer Cleopatra. I have been dethroned. Um, I've been dethroned. I'm no longer Queen of the West Nile. Thank you, Jesus. That was horrible. Have y'all ever had flu? Like real flu? Like real flu? I mean, you feel like you're gonna die. I mean, literally, feel like you're gonna die. And I can't get these back in the boxes, so I'll just have to do them later. But anywho, da 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 da. Oh, maybe I shouldn't. No, I won't. I won't. Oh, a couple things. Put us in a good mood as we go out. And I've talked about this before, but I actually found something about it. Walmart evidently had a thing where they were doing sensory friendly hours. And so they decided, hey, that was a great idea. It worked. Let's do that again. So they're doing it. This was last year, but anyway. So what they're doing is between 8 and 10 in the morning, they reduce the lighting, they keep the TVs off, they put the music on low, and they try not to do those overhead speaker announcements like Kyle to register 5, please. Kyle to register 5. And so just want to let you know that because that's a happy, happy thing. I don't know if you knew this or not, but Chick-fil-A now has an app. Did you know that? It's launching an app with podcasts and animated shows.
Chick fil A is known for its chicken, it's known for its conservative values, and it's adding content creation to the list. The fast food company is launching a free app called Play, calling it the ultimate playground for families. The app promises to have all the ingredients needed for families to share a full sensory experience with original shows, podcasts, games, recipes, craft videos, ebooks, interactive stories, all with the purpose of bringing families closer together.
Well, hooray! Hopefully we can get like a McDonald's streaming service or something. I don't know. Ever wondered what the Star Trek Enterprise and toilet paper have in common? They both circle Uranus and wipe out Klingons. I remember that one. I remember that one. Mm. Yeah, I had it about 5 years ago. Oh, flu. Oh. Yeah, no, I mean, people go, "Oh, I'm so sick. I have the flu." No, baby, when you have influenza, like the stuff that killed billions of people, influenza, you know it because you literally, I mean, your fever is so high in every pore in every Hello. Yeah, it's a magic trick. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Um, yeah. So anyway, uh, I'm gonna come on tomorrow, and because I want to share the AI thing with you, because AI creeps me out. You know, the animations and the music and all that stuff is really cool and wonderful, but these stories are gonna creep you out because I'm afraid of, like those movies we see like Megan or 2001: A Space Odyssey, or Hal becomes sentient and decides that or iRobot. There's another good one. Oh my Lord, there's so many of them where the computer. Oh, Terminator. Oh my God. Okay, this is like one of the Midwestern goodbyes. But anyway, I wanted to remind you of something right quick that I love you all and y'all mean so much to me. Thanks for showing up and hanging out. You didn't do it. There you go. Am I back? Is it weird? Hello? Is it me you're looking for? I can see it in your eyes. I can feel it in your touch. Happy birthday, Grain. Happy birthday. Anyway, so darkness falls across the land. The midnight hour is close at hand. Creatures crawl in search of blood to terrorize y'all's neighborhoods. And whosoever shall be found without the soul for getting down must stand and face the hounds of hell and rot inside a corpse's shell. The foulest stench is in the air, the funk of 40,000 years, and grisly ghouls from every tomb are closing in to seal your doom. And though you fight to stay alive, your body starts to shiver, for no mere mortal can resist the evil of the thriller.